Hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to build Zephyr, finally. Now this is quite an expensive Warframe. The main research here, that actually cost us 6,000 oxium. So we will have that at 35,000 credits, that's quite a lot. The chassis, systems and helmet was 600 oxium each. So they were expensive as hell, and you can't set them off until the main one's done. As an example, Banshee we finally have set off, but we can't start her normal research until that's done. So Zephyr was the same, so it's 3 days after that before you can set these off, which means at minimum it was 6 days for these, but we actually spent 2 or 3 days actually getting the research for that one done, because nobody expected 6,000 oxium for the damn stuff. But once everything is researched, we actually did get these set off pretty quick. These are 15 a pop, so I'll replicate all 3 of these and head back to the foundry. And strangely enough, it didn't stop with the expense there. You also need 600 oxium to build the 3 component pieces, so that's 600 you need just for yourself. So as well as finding the 6,000 to research this, the 600 for each one of these to research, that's like 7,800 in total. You then need 600 after that to build it yourself. So this is expensive as hell. And it's 15,000 to set each one off. They're going to take 12 hours for these 3 parts, which you need to build first before we can build the normal bit. So it's 900 salvage, 50 rubido and 200 oxium for the chassis. Let's build that. Let's rush that. I've waited nearly 2 weeks for this, so oops. Well, it's like a week and a couple of days, but still way too long. 150 circuits, another 200 oxium, 200 polymer bundle, 500 salvage. That's not actually that expensive for the helmet. Replacing the neural sensor there actually means a lot of people can build this who just can't seem to find that one part, because Alad V sometimes can be almost impossible to kill. So that should take another 12 hours, but like the other part, we're going to rush that as well. This is overkill. It's actually going to set us back a hell of a lot of platinum, but the systems, however, do still need a control module, which means you've got to fight the new hyena, and he's a pig. Or you can go into the derelict. No, not the derelict, there's the normal void. The normal void has them everywhere now. So do a void mission, you might be able to come out with one of them. Do a couple, you should be almost guaranteed to have at least one, which is all you really need. Another 200 oxium, 500 polymer bundle, 400 plastids is a bit much, but the defense on Saturn usually come out of that if you go about 30 minutes or so with about 500 of them. I actually need to get over there myself because I'm starting to run. Well, I'm not starting to run out, but I'm building stuff that needs a lot of these, and they're also heavy on them for dojo stuff. Anyway, that's another 15,000, and we'll rush that one as well, which leaves just her normal blueprint. Once all 3 parts of them are done, which should be 12 hours later, but we're going to do this now, it's 1 hurricane cell, another 25,000, and this, we'll click build, should take 3 days. But we're not going to wait 3 days. We'll go over Arsenal, goodbye Prime, you smell. And there she is. You can't actually see it, but her feet are basically talons. It was a bit weird. We actually went through this trying to figure out if this was a male or female Warframe. It actually is a female Warframe, so it is a she. Which, the only reason we couldn't figure it out is the plumage on the chest. Well, technically, big birds have that anyway, male or female. So it could have been either. They should have just left it as an unknown, but nope, they classified it is actually female. Polarity wise, it's a V, probably focus or continuity, power strength or power duration. Ooh, there is a polarization on the aura here, and that's probably, I've gone straight past it. Physique will go in there good, as will, where is the other one? Ah, damn it, I got too much crap in here. Pardon me. Rejuvenation, which while leveling them up, rejuvenation's better because it's going to increase the health regen, so if you take a bit of damage, it'll always come back. Ability wise, she looks pretty cool, but I don't get why it's got a dash. I mean, they could have done this for health, so it does look like she could be formatted a couple times. Okay, so for a Warframe that starts life with 150 health and 150 shields, she actually becomes so strong that I haven't bothered fitting the shields, as you can tell by the number in the top right. They should be roughly the same. Now, the first ability, basically she jumps really high. It's, what's it called? Tailwind. But, if you're in the air, she shoots forward. And you can cover some really large gaps with this. Like, ridiculously large. And I'm now stuck underneath here, so back over we go. No! Fail. You can use them in conjunction with each other, and that ability is really nice. And of course, if you do this right, you can do the second ability, dive bomb, just after. So in midair, use dive bomb, boom. We actually broke the container that's over there. So that has a huge radius once it's actually upgraded a bit. I mean, you don't have to. For the second ability, you can just jump and dive bomb. Helps if you've got power to be able to get in there. She makes a screaming eagle sound when she does it as well, if you get high enough, because she actually turns around and nosedives into the ground. And that is such a cool ability. I mean, if I'm going to form her out one of our abilities, I think it's going to be dive bomb, just because, well, melee weapons have got a ground pound to them anyway. But I think with melee 2.0 around the corner, we're not going to do that much. The third ability is basically like a shield. Basically puts a big gust of wind around you, and it won't get rid of all bullets that are shot at you, which makes it a bit useless taking it in here with these guys. But a lot of the bullets, they'll be thrown off course by the wind around you. And it does seem to last a long time, and it's gone. It is useful in its own weird way, but it's not 100% damage reduction. It's just got a very high chance of getting rid of them. And of course the last one, which is tornado, yep, does exactly what it says. Throws out the tornado. Oh, it's actually pink today. That's because that's the energy colour of my Warframe. It has been going blue. There's two there. Okay. And what the tornado does is it lifts up an enemy and basically hurls them around until they die. Let's drop another energy thing and do it again. See, lifts them up, throws them around. Now, that mod weirded me out. I was actually hating it a hell of a lot until I upgraded the mod itself. Focus, duration, all of them completely ignored by that mod. And then I upgraded the mod and it started to actually kill things. So it is worth upgrading that mod really early on. Okay, as you can see, this one, actually two of them now, are on fire. They're supposed to look like that up there. That made the colour black. That is because if you shoot these, a lot of the time an element will be transferred to them, if your gun has an element on it. Now, the problem I've come across is the only element I really tend to use at the minute is blast. So blast will not transfer to them, otherwise you've got exploding tornadoes everywhere. The weirdest thing of all with this character is when you jump, hang on, she doesn't exactly act like a normal Warframe in the jump. You can control her completely. And if you let go and stop trying to move, she just falls back to the ground. From unranked, she's got 150. When you get to a higher level, she is probably the only Warframe that can break 1,000 shields and 1,000 health at the same time. Because there isn't many that can actually do that. That is mainly because she has 15 armor, so an armor mod would go really nice in her. Try and upgrade that armor, keep her alive for as long as possible. I do like the way the tornadoes just disappear. So I've done them and they're gone. They're all upstairs. No! I tried to grab the ledge. But anyway, we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.